offensively. Box and one set up here defensively by Clark Willow Lake as McNary guarded man-on-man by Cooper Hartley. Inside, they're going to work it to Zach Andera. Right side driving is Lane Holzer on the baseline. He gets his lane shut down. They'll give it off to McNary on the wing. McNary will drive and will kick it out to the left wing for Holzer. Now right of the key is Shapebauer. He'll drive to the wing, gives it off to Lorenz out top. Back it comes, Shapebauer from three, lets fly and knocks it down good. Nothing but net for Zach Shapebauer. Good patience here by Roncalli on that opening possession. And they get a good look for three, and Shapebauer knocks it down. Full court pressure here by Roncalli. Mitch Prouty across the timeline will step through defenders and will get it off to Cooper Hartley. Now out top it comes to Mitch Prouty, and the Cavaliers are going to drop back in that zone. Here's a three from Prouty out front. Off the mark, no good. McNary, the rebound, will bring it back the other way. And will hold it up free throw line behind the back dribble. Now he'll give it off to Andera over on the right wing. Long pass cross court to Holzer. Left corner three. Rims in and out, no good. And the rebound underneath by Andera. Gets the ball, goes up, may have had it deflected. Loose ball run down by Shapebauer out front, and Roncalli will get another chance. They'll give it off to McNary at the center circle. And again, kind of that box and one look here. This time they'll work it left time to Shapebauer. Long three is off the back iron, and the loose ball taken away by Tyson Jenkins. Up the floor, Jenkins will stop on the wing and will give it off to Braxton Hartley out front. Right wing, they'll swing it to Prouty, who dribbles back between the circles to the top of the key. Prouty now will give it back right side for Cooper Hartley on the wing. Into the corner, Prouty standing on the three-point line, gets it high post to Rory Forrest. He'll dribble down in, now kicks it back on the wing. And inside, they try to force it into Jenkins. Ball knocked away by Andera out of bounds. And Clark Willow Lake will keep it on their offensive end. 3-0 Cavs, 6:10 to go first quarter. Braxton Hartley, will put it in play. And we'll give it right side to Jenkins, 15 feet out. He'll take the baseline drive as he got Lorenz in the corner and committed. And then Jenkins with a couple dribbles takes it to the hole and puts it up and good from right underneath. 3-2 your score. McNary will give the ball left side to Zach Andera. Now out top, Lorenz will work it right for Holzer. Out top it comes. Here's a good look for three from McNary. That one halfway down and pops out. Rebound taken away by Braxton Hartley for the Cyclones. Cavs double team him. He'll pass out. Cooper Hartley will get it across the timeline, takes it in, and the shot is up no good. A blocking foul, though, will be called against the Cavaliers. That will go on McNary. And Braden McNary will pick up the first foul of the ball game. That will put Cooper Hartley at the free throw line with two. 5:39 to go first quarter, a 3-2 Roncalli lead. Clark will look for their first lead of the night here. First free throw, though, off the back iron, too hard, no good. And one more shot to go for Cooper Hartley of the Cyclones. Gets the ball back, a couple dribbles. Free throw on the way is up and good. We're knotted at three. And Clark Willow Lake will drop back and pick up defense at midcourt. McNary across the timeline, met by Cooper Hartley. Now the ball will come left of the key to Lorenz, right side to McNary on the wing. McNary looks low, nothing there, will back it up with the dribble. McNary keeps it alive, now will take it down in, leaves it to Andera out beyond the right wing on the three-point line. Andera uses up his dribble, goes back to McNary on the baseline. He'll take a dribble to the basket. It's knocked out of bounds, but they're going to say kicked out by Rory Forrest of Clark Willow Lake, and Roncalli will keep it underneath. Zach Andera will inbound left of the basket, goes up high for Lorenz and puts a shot up, no good. Follow shot up and missed by Lucas. And the rebound tapped around, and Mitch Prouty will bring it away. Two good looks for Lorenz, and he couldn't get him to go. Prouty now will weave his way through pressure back the other way. Will lob it up high. They try to alley-oop it to Jenkins and mistime that. Jenkins forces one up and missed it. Now McNary will drive in traffic, will take it up and in. Shot no good, but a travel is going to be called out front against Braden McNary. And so the Cavaliers will turn it over, and Braden McNary upset, talking to the official, shaking his head, but he took too many steps out front. And back the other way now comes the Cyclones. Braxton Hartley in the backcourt, worked hard by Holzer, still shy of the timeline, and now they'll get it across and over and back. Oh, they're going to call Andera with a block. Well, the Cavaliers really had a lot of pressure on, and time was running out on Prouty. He gets it across and then stepped back over, but Zach Andera is going to get called for a blocking foul at the timeline, his first and the team's second. Prouty will get the ball back now, and Clark Willow Lake will set it up in a tie ball game. Cavs back in that 3-2 or 1-2-2 type zone defense. Around the horn it comes left side. Prouty in the corner thought about it. Now gives it to Braxton Hartley out front. Back to Prouty. Left side to Jenkins in the corner. Now cutting through. Here's Braxton Hartley to the basket. Shot no good, but Hartley is fouled hard. He'll go to the free throw line with 2, and Lucas Lorenz will pick up his first foul of the night. Lorenz with the block. Saved the layup, but Braxton Hartley will go to the free throw line with 2 shots. Again, Clark Willow Lake looking for their first lead of the night. And the free throw on the way is up and off the back iron, no good. Hartley in the act of shooting will get one more here. Cavaliers 1 of 7 from the floor to start this ball game. Second free throw for Hartley good. A 4-3 Clark Willow Lake lead with 4:20 to go in the quarter. Braden McNary will bring Roncalli now back the other way. Across the timeline, McNary gives it to Lorenz right of the key. He'll dribble in. Now we'll dish it off to Holzer on the wing. Andera trying to post up low block. They'll give it to Lorenz at the free throw line. Now they'll back it off to Zach Schaefbauer over on the right side. Schaefbauer, one dribble, goes left to Andera. Looking for cutters, low, nothing there. Out comes McNary. He'll get the basketball, drives, dishes. Lorenz looks at the 17-footer. Used up his dribble, now gives it back off underneath to Andera on the low block. Triple teamed, he goes up, has his shot blocked. And the ball lost out of bounds by the Cyclones. Clark Willow Lake will bring in Cody Nelson, Dylan Miles, and Noah Huber. 2 sophomores and a junior off the bench. Braxton Hartley, Cooper Hartley, and Rory Forrest have a seat for the Cyclones. Greg Zenz in for Roncalli along with Daniel Holmstrom. Schaefbauer and Holzer will sit. Zenz will get the inbound pass from underneath the basket. Will feed it off to Holmstrom on the right side. And here's a whistle away from the ball. A foul called on Clark Willow Lake. First foul of the night. That will go on Cody Nelson, his first, and the Cavaliers will inbound in front of the Clark Willow Lake bench. Again, Schaefbauer hit that 3 to start the game. Cavs have been cold ever since. Andera inbounding will get it to McNary, top of the key. He'll get the ball right side, takes it all the way to the hole. Shot no good, but a foul called, and Braden McNary will attack the basket and draw the foul and go to the line with 2. Foul is called on Noah Huber. His first, second team foul. McNary looking for his first points of the night. Will go to the line with 2 shots here. First one on the way is good, and we're knotted at 4 with 3:39 to play in the first quarter. One more opportunity here for McNary to put the Cavaliers back on top. And the shot on the way is up and good. 5-4 Roncalli. Cavs with time will set up the full court pressure. Prouty will get the inbound pass in the backcourt. And the Cavaliers working that run and jump. Left side, Jenkins will give it back to Prouty. He'll pick up the dribble now to Jenkins across the timeline. One dribble, he'll swing it left for Dylan Miles. Now to Prouty, fakes the 3 from the top of the key, gives it back to Miles, who will drive and now dishes off to Prouty. Just play catch on the left side as Huber tries to work himself open in the low post, and Jenkins working the high post. Cyclones can't work it in. Prouty now will come off a cut low, get the ball in the left corner, dribbles back along the arc, and we'll get it out front. Now back to Prouty. 3 from the left wing is up and off the back iron. No good. Jenkins right there with the follow, though, puts it up and in. Tyson Jenkins just used those big arms to tap the rebound up and keep it alive. Got the ball back and goes up for an easy 2. 6-5, Cyclones back by a point. McNary left will give it to Lorenz in the corner. Lorenz now will take the baseline drive, will get past Huber and will drive it in. Lorenz draws a foul, which will go on Jenkins. Jenkins' first foul of the night, 3rd team foul, and Lucas Lorenz will go to the free throw line with 2. So seesaw here thus far. Lorenz trying to put Roncalli back on top. First free throw for Lucas Lorenz is up and good. Zach Schaefbauer back now for Roncalli, and Zach Andera will sit with 2:44 to go in the first quarter. 6-6 your score. And one more free throw here for Lorenz to try to put the Cavaliers back up by a point. And the free throw on the way is too hard, no good. Noah Huber the rebound for Clark Willow Lake. He'll give it off to Prouty. Cavaliers will keep the full court pressure on. Jenkins gets a pass middle of the floor, nearly stripped away by Schaefbauer. Jenkins will get the ball back, and now we'll give it off to Dylan Miles, who brings it to the left wing with the dribble. Backs it off to Prouty out front, now right side to Miles over on the right wing. Miles will dribble along the arc. And we'll give it off to Prouty on the left wing. Out top it comes to Miles. Now right side to Cody Nelson. Nelson looks low. Gets it to Prouty in the corner. Inlet pass. Nice high-low pass from Huber to Jenkins. And Jenkins will take a baseline drive, come back up and under on the left side and put it up and in. That's a nice pass from Noah Huber to make that play happen. 8-6. Clark Willow Lake by a deuce. with 2 minutes to play first quarter. Right side, Shapauer goes left wing to Holmstrom. Three-pointer off the back rim too hard. Rebound by Prouty. He'll bring the ball the other way. Outlet feed up the floor to Miles. Stops on the wing. Backs it to Prouty. Now the inlet pass knocked away by Holmstrom, but Cody Nelson will run it down for Clark Willow Lake. Gets it in the corner to Huber. Now to Jenkins at the free throw line. He'll drive in, stops and hops, and puts up a little 5-foot floater and knocks it down good. Jenkins has 8, and that's the fear here. Nobody for Roncalli matches up with Tyson Jenkins. If he gets positioned like that, he's going to have a big night. Greg Zenz will give it right side to Shapauer. Now to Lorenz on the wing. Lucas Lorenz on the wing, gives it back top of the key now to McNary. Now here's Holmstrom from 3, squares it up. Shot is short, no good. Crawls over the rim, and the rebound pulled down by Dylan Miles. He'll give it off to Prouty, who will drive and dish left side to Cody Nelson. Nelson will back it off top of the key to Jenkins. Now he'll leave it off to Mitch Prouty. Prouty between the circles with a minute to go, goes back to Nelson on the left side. He'll dribble along the arc, now gives it right side to Dylan Miles. Cavs stay in that 2-3, or that 3-2, 1-2-2, whatever you want to call it, zone. And the Cyclones content to work the perimeter here. Prouty will penetrate, gets a nice hole in there and a nice block by Holmstrom. The ball, though, kicks out to Nelson. His 3 from the left wing, no good, and a jump ball called on the loose ball. Possession arrow favors Clark Willow Lake. Braxton Hartley and Cooper Hartley back in for Clark Willow Lake. Lorenz and Greg Zenz check out for Roncalli, and Holzer and Andera are back in. Braxton Hartley inbounds right of the Roncalli basket, puts it in play to Cooper Hartley, dribbles free throw line, now dumps it low to Rory Forrest. Little turnaround shot is rejected, I believe, by Holmstrom, but running it down is Cooper Hartley over in front of the Roncalli bench. He'll take it in the lane, puts up a 5-foot floater and knocks it down good. Too deep a position, and the Cyclones have opened up a 6-point lead. McNary now on the right side will dribble, fires it to Holzer, had too much on that pass. Holzer couldn't handle it. And the ball knocks loose, and it will go out of bounds, but they're going to call a Roncalli foul beforehand, trying to get at the loose ball. That will be called on Holzer, his first, and Roncalli's 4th team foul. Clark Willow Lake now a chance to go up by as much as 8 or 9 if they hit a 3 here in the final seconds. We're down to 12 to go in the quarter. Braxton Hartley across the timeline with 9 seconds. Will drive past Holzer, brings it to the right wing, backs it off now to Huber. Left side 3 on the way from Cody Nelson. Shot off the back iron, no good, and that will be your first quarter of play. Cyclones ended on a 6-0 run, and Clark Willow Lake, after that, had some looks, couldn't get them to go. Meanwhile, Tyson Jenkins opens up for 8 points in the middle for Clark Willow Lake in that first quarter. The Cavaliers with the basketball to start the quarter, and driving Lucas Lorenz has the ball stolen away. Braxton Hartley will take it the length of the floor and will go all the way to the basket and misses the bunny at the other end. Follow shot, though, put up and in by Cooper Hartley. Braxton, an easy layup by the looks of it, but left it off the glass too hard. But Cooper Hartley right there to tap it back up and in. Here's Lorenz, 15-footer on the corner. He looked at it, now passes it up. We'll give it to Zenz, top of the key. Right side it comes to Andera. Now to Holzer, left of the key, thought about the 3. Instead, we'll give it to Zenz on the wing. Zenz to Lorenz. Now he'll dribble to the free throw line, gives it off to Andera. He'll take it up and in against Jenkins. Nowhere to go, passes off to Zenz. Now Andera, one-on-one with Jenkins low, kicks it out front. Cavaliers trying to find an open look here out of their offense. Back it comes to Andera on the left side. Out front, Holzer. Looking, nothing there. Lorenz will get a free throw line, tries to drive, nothing opens up for him, passes off to Shapauer. Cavaliers working it around, trying to find an opening, but good defense here by Clark Willow Lake. And now Andera in traffic will go up, bounces around like a ping pong ball, but finds a lane to the basket, puts it up off the glass and in. Just the second field goal of the night for Roncalli. Cavs cut it back to a 6-point game. Prouty will get the ball across the timeline to Braxton Hartley, who will drive and dishes. Jenkins alone on the baseline will go up and gets hammered. Jenkins will go to the line with 2. Otherwise, it's an easy 2 if the Cavs don't commit that foul. Foul is called on Zach Andera, his second, and the Cavaliers just finding a hard time stopping Tyson Jenkins down low. Jenkins to the free throw line with 2 shots here. High arcing free throws, nothing but net. He's got 9 already, 15-8 Clark Willow Lake with 6:33 to go first half. One more shot for Jenkins, it's on the way, up and long off the back iron, no good. Lorenz pulls down the board. And we'll give it off to Greg Zenz. The Cavaliers will face man-on-man defense here. Zenz will try to get it back to Shapauer, throws it away. Ball picked off by Rory Forrest. He'll take it the length of the floor, strong to the basket, lays it up and in. Forrest the steal, and then the transition basket, and the Cyclones have their biggest lead of the ball game at 9, 17-8. Zenz between the circles will go to Shapauer on the right side. Shapauer will give it off to Lorenz on the right wing, now to Andera out front. Work it around left side to Zenz. He'll give it free throw line, 17-footer on the way from Lorenz. In and out and back in again. Boy, that thing hung up there forever. Lorenz gets the shot to spin in good. His first field goal of the night, 17-10, the Clark Willow Lake lead. Prouty across the timeline with the dribble. Will get it off to the left wing for Braxton Hartley, now into the corner for Jenkins. Jenkins thought about the drive, now will take it in. Little up and under move over Lorenz is up and no good. Rebound grabbed by Lucas Lorenz. He'll give it off to Greg Zenz, and Roncalli back the other way. Zenz will give it right to Andera on the perimeter. He'll take it down baseline and gets underneath, hands it off to Holzer in traffic. He'll put the left-handed layup up and good. Lane with that left hand, and he gets it there. He's pretty tough to stop and had great position. 17-12, the Cyclone lead cut to 5. Across the timeline now, Forrest gets the pass between the circles, leaves it back to Prouty at the top of the key. Now to the free throw line, Jenkins with it right side, will take it in, and will go to the left side of the basket and lays it up and good. Got past Andera, nobody there to slide over to help. Jenkins with 11 first half points. 4:50 to play in the first half. Andera top of the key to Shapauer. Thought about the three. Now will put it on the floor and gives it back to Andera on the right side. They'll try to screen for him. Zach now will take it baseline. Nowhere to go. Tries to diagonal pass it out top to Holzer and throws it away right through Lane Holzer's hands. And Clark Willow Lake will get it back. Cyclones, I do not have them for a turnover yet in this ball game. And Roncalli's coughed it up 5 times. And again, the Cyclones just doing it with really good half-court defense. Braxton Hartley in the backcourt, guarded by Holzer, will bring the ball up and across the timeline. Hartley, top of the key, will give it right for Cooper Hartley on the wing. Now to the free throw line, Jenkins with it. Gives it left side to Braxton Hartley. Back to Cooper over on the right side, guarded by Shapauer. Inside, they'll work it for Jenkins. Ball knocked away. Jenkins will go down low and get it off the right block and put it up and in. Couple Roncalli players right there to knock the ball away, but Tyson Jenkins, again, just strong enough to pick it up and then go up for the easy finish. Cavaliers working it around. They just do not have an answer for Jenkins here tonight. Backing it up is McNary back in the ball game. He'll get it top of the key to Lane Holzer. Right side now, Andera will take it down low. Zach will dump it across to Zach Shapauer. 3-ball on the way is up and short this time. Rebound tapped around. Lorenz will get it over in the right corner. Takes it back at the basket and will draw a foul. Foul before. Roncalli will inbound now. Will get it in the middle of the lane to McNary. Little 5-footer up and good. That's a nice inlet pass from Andera to find McNary for his first field goal of the night. 21-14. Cyclones by a touchdown here midway through this second quarter. Right side with the basketball. Jenkins will get it top of the key. Now down low, they work it for Huber and throw it away. First turnover of the night for Clark Willow Lake. McNary up with the steal. He'll bring it back across the timeline, and now we'll give it to Andera over on the right side. Andera to Lorenz, top of the key. Tries to drive, nothing there. We'll give it to Holzer. He'll drive, and as he gets past his man, the ball popped away from behind into the hands of Dylan Miles for Clark Willow Lake. Miles will give it to Prouty. Long 3 on the way off the back rim, no good. Rebound kicks out to Holzer at the free throw line of Clark Willow Lake. He'll grab it, and now we'll give it to McNary, and we come back the other way. McNary shuffles it off to Andera, top of the key. Thought briefly about a 3. Now we'll give it left side to Lorenz near the corner. Back it comes left of the key to McNary. He'll take it in, pulls up a 12-footer off the front rim, no good. Rebound grabbed on the backside by Mitch Prouty, and the Cyclones back the other way. Prouty will bring it down, and here's a foul from behind. Holzer's going to get called for a push. Team foul number 6 against Roncalli, second of the night on Holzer. And Clark Willow Lake will inbound near the corner. Holzer out of the game. Daniel Holmstrom back in for the Cavaliers. 21-14, Clark Willow Lake. 2:43 to play now, first half. Cody Nelson will inbound for the Cyclones and will work it out top. Ball knocked away by Lorenz. He saves it, but running it down is Mitch Prouty for Clark Willow Lake. And we've got, as Lorenz saved it, his momentum carried him out of bounds and knocked over a couple water bottles on the Roncalli bench. So the blow 7. Dylan Miles will put it in play to Mitch Prouty out front. Again, Roncalli will drop back into that zone defense. Left side is Nelson with the basketball. Nelson gives it right to Miles, now into the right corner for Prouty. High post, Huber with it. Back to the basket. Will dump it off down low to Nelson. His shot is up and over the rim. No good. Nelson will get the loose ball back, and a jump ball called as Holmstrom ties up Cody Nelson going after it. The Cavaliers with the arrow will get it back here with 2:7. Nope. Excuse me. Clark Willow Lake has possession arrow. They'll keep it underneath their own basket with 2:17 to go. Cody Nelson will give it right side to Prouty on the wing. Now free throw line, 17-footer from Jenkins up and in. Jenkins knocks it down. He is having a game. 15 here in the first half for Tyson Jenkins, 15 of Clark Willow Lake's 23. Ball will come right side to Zach Shapauer in the corner. He'll kick it to Andera out front. Cavs just trying to find some offense here. Left side is Holmstrom. Again, McNary guarded here hard in a box and one. Andera with a 17-footer from the right wing. Shot won't go. Shapauer, though, runs down the rebound out on the perimeter. Now McNary will get a skip pass over to Holmstrom. Gives it to Andera, who goes baseline past Jenkins, and Jenkins is going to get called for his second foul. Cooper Hartley and Rory Forrest are in the game as well. McNary will get the ball out front off the inbounds. Right of the key, takes on dribble back, and now gives it off to Daniel Holmstrom. Around the horn left side, Lorenz from 15, shot up and short, no good. Rebound, though, by McNary in the corner, double teamed. He'll look to pass out of it and knocks it off the foot of Cooper Hartley out of bounds. Cavs keep it on the baseline side near the left corner with 1:24 to play here in the half. Zach Andera will put the ball in play for Roncalli against man pressure now by Clark Willow Lake. McNary will get the ball, will drive and dishes underneath the Holmstrom. 2-4 under, couldn't get a shot off. Now they'll give it back off to McNary. 3 from the corner, long, no good. Rebound is taken by Noah Huber for the Cyclones. Huber will give it off to Braxton Hartley across the timeline now into the right corner. It comes to Cooper Hartley, dribbles to the free throw line in the lane, and he'll get called for a travel. Little extra hop there at the end of that dribble. Third turnover of the night for Clark Willow Lake. They lead it by 9, 23-14 with a minute to play in the half. Roncalli back the other way, struggled out of the gate and just have not recovered. Left side, McNary will give it off to Andera, and he's going to have the ball stolen away. Braxton Hartley with the pick will take it the length of the floor, misses the layup. Follow shot missed by Cooper Hartley. Underneath, Rory Forrest there with the follow, puts it up and in. 2 point-blank layups missed, but Clark Willow Lake had everybody trailing on the play, and Rory Forrest puts it up and good. Double-digit lead for Clark Willow Lake for the first time tonight, 25-14. Lorenz with the ball left side with 30 seconds to go in the half. Cavaliers will try to find some adjustments here for Clark Willow Lake, but again, too much Tyson Jenkins in this first half has spelled doom for Roncalli. Lorenz holding the basketball, and the Cavs will try to get it to a single-digit ball game here before halftime. McNary will get the ball now from Lorenz with 12 seconds to go. They'll try to screen for him out front. McNary driving, and he's going to be fouled out front. 8.2 seconds to go. Zach Andera in play to McNary, and the clock starts up. We're at 5 seconds. McNary right will dribble left side. Here's Holmstrom from 3, up, and boy, halfway down, pops out, no good. And that is the first. Rory Forrest is going to come out and pick up McNary to start out this second half of play. McNary will get the ball left side to Lucas Lorenz on the wing to Zach Shapauer. Good look for 3 from out front is up and in. And that's the way Roncalli started the game. Shapauer with the 3. That's the way they start the second half. And the Cavs close the gap to 8. Full court pressure here. Mitch Prouty in the backcourt. And the pass up the floor shy of the timeline. Rory Forrest back to Prouty. Now the Cyclones work it across. Tyson Jenkins between the circles will give it back off to Prouty out front. Prouty right side will go to Cooper Hartley on the wing. Hartley gives it top of the key to Jenkins, now left wing to Braxton Hartley on the perimeter. Cavs stay in that slider zone defense trying to take away Jenkins inside. Right side, Prouty will get it on the wing, gets it out front to Cooper Hartley, now left side to Braxton Hartley on the perimeter. Guarded hard over there by Holzer out of the top of the zone. Into the corner left side, Prouty will put it up high, backside for Cooper Hartley. Goes up and gets it, but has to bring it back out on the perimeter. Now Holzer overshoots, trying to make a steal. Braxton Hartley will get it high post to Jenkins. Double teamed, he'll kick it back off. Hartley from 10 on the left baseline, up and good. Braxton Hartley has his first field goal of the night. 3 in the ball game, 27-17. The Cyclone lead at 10. 6:45 to go, third quarter. Right side, McNary will drive and dish in the corner for Lane Holzer. Holzer looking now, will give it back off to McNary, who takes it baseline. Will dump it across the way. Left side, Andera thought about the 3. Now will take it in, and as he takes it to the lane, has the ball knocked away from behind. Loose ball is on the deck. Andera will come up with it, and Todd Neundorf will call it. Andera will inbound from left of the basket, will zip it out front for Holzer right of the key. Around they work it back left side to Andera, who brings it to the free throw line, gives it to Lorenz. Thought about the shot, now we'll go to McNary on the perimeter. McNary tries to drive baseline, double team passes out of that to Lorenz, now left side to Andera, over into the left corner to Holzer. Holzer looks at Cutters, nothing there. Cavs again have just had trouble finding much to go offensively, and now here's McNary to the basket. Shot is up and good, but a foul before the shot called on Braxton Hartley on McNary's drive, and Hartley will pick up his second. Roncalli will inbound underneath, finally got a good look, but the foul beforehand will take that away. Andera inbounds right of the basket, and will lob it up high to Lorenz. In the lane, he'll go up and over. Hartley with a little hook shot, and Lucas Lorenz puts it up and in with kind of a left-hand hook over the top of Hartley underneath. Across the timeline, Braxton Hartley will give it off to Mitch Prouty over on the right wing. He'll dribble it back between the circles. Prouty will give it to Braxton Hartley, who will back it up, and now will dribble it. Cavaliers trying to slide inside underneath. Rory Forrest will break free. Shot is up and too hard off the glass, no good, but he'll get the ball back after it's bounced around a little bit. And Rory Forrest will put it up and in. Cavaliers had a chance here, just did not corral the rebound, and Forrest makes them pay as he puts the follow back up and good. Right side, Schaefbauer will drive down to the baseline. Nothing there, backs it off to Andera at the top of the key. Left side, here's McNary. Swat, pulling up a three and knocks that one down good. Braden McNary's first three of the night, and the second of the quarter for Roncalli. They had just won the entire first half. Prouty shy of the timeline will get it across to Hartley as the Cyclone lead down to 7. Left side is Jenkins in the corner. He'll bring it out to the free throw line with the dribble. Now we'll give it off to Braxton Hartley at the top of the key. Hartley will back it up near the center circle. Now we'll go left wing for Hartley beyond the three-point line. Excuse me, that's Prouty. Prouty right side to Cooper Hartley. He'll launch a three, and that one is a big answer at the other end. Cooper Hartley from the right wing puts it down good. 32-22, right back to a 10-point ball game for Clark Willow Lake. Right side, Zach Schaefbauer in the corner. Goes out front for Andera. Now left side for Lane Holzer. Holzer gives it to Lorenz, standing on the three-point line at the top of the key. He'll give it off to McNary. Right side drive and gets split up and gets tripped up, and a foul is going to get called inside. That foul is called on the ground. Andera will inbound from the baseline right of the basket, and we'll lob it out front for Lane Holzer between the circles. Holzer will find McNary off the high cut at the foul line. Now he tries to dump it down low to Lorenz. Ball kicked away by Cooper Hartley out of bounds, and Roncalli will keep it. Line change here for the Cyclones. Nelson, Miles, and Huber back in. The two Hartleys and Rory Forrest will sit down for Clark Willow Lake. Zach Andera will inbound left of the basket this time from the baseline. And we'll get it to McNary. Free throw line extended. Nice cut back door. And Lucas Lorenz will lay it up and in. Cavaliers 4 of 4 from the floor to start this second half, but unfortunately Clark 3 of 4 at the other end. Prouty dribbles through pressure quickly. Now we'll get it to Jenkins at the free throw line. Jenkins dumps it right for Prouty, who dribbles along the arc, and now we'll hand it off to Dylan Miles out front. Back to Prouty over on the right wing. He'll back it up near the center circle, and now we'll come left of the key. Gets it to Cody Nelson on the wing. To Huber, now right side. Here's Miles from 3 on the way, up and in. Dylan Miles drops in the 3 from the right side. And these young kids for Clark not afraid at all, and they are knocking shots down here in this second half. Jenkins hasn't scored, hasn't shot in this second half, and Clark Willow Lake maintains the 11-point lead. Here's Andera at the other end. Shot no good. McNary with the follow goes up for a shot, and they're going to call a foul inside on Clark Willow Lake. Will inbound right of the basket now. Spencer Schaefbauer will put it in play to his brother Zach. Zach tries to drive baseline, has it taken away, gets it to Lorenz out on the wing. Now to Spencer Schaefbauer. 3-ball way off the mark, no good. Rebound is grabbed underneath by Mitch Prouty for Clark Willow Lake, and the Cyclones up 11 will bring it back across the timeline. Prouty between the circles just surveys the situation. Now we'll get it high post to Huber. Now back to Prouty, left side 3 up and in. Boy, the Cyclones 3 threes here in this third quarter. They are 5 of 6 from the floor, and a timeout taken. Points. The only player to not score in this second half for Clark Willow Lake hasn't even taken a shot, and the Cyclones extending their lead. Daniel Holmstrom gets a ball left side. Will go to Spencer Schaefbauer right of the key. Now to Lorenz over on the right wing. He'll get it back to Holmstrom out front. Right side to Greg Zenz, who checked in at the break. Zenz will drive and will dish for Schaefbauer. Now to Lorenz out front. Lorenz will pull up the 10-footer in the lane, left that one short, kind of aimed it, and the rebound is grabbed away by Tyson Jenkins. He'll bring it away on the dribble, and now leaves it off to Mitch Prouty. Cavaliers are going to go straight up man defense now as they come out of that zone defense. Clark was just killing them, shooting over the top of it with good looks from three. Here's Jenkins. Left will drive and dish to Cody Nelson on the wing. Now the Cyclones pull it back out on the perimeter, go down to Huber, right baseline near the corner. He takes a dribble, loses it on the way in, and Greg Zenz will come up with the loose basketball. Zenz across the timeline, gives it to Schaefbauer in the corner. Schaefbauer looking low as McNary tries to post up. Nothing there. Now around the horn it comes left side. Lorenz finds McNary. He'll pull up the 12-footer in the lane and knocks it down good. Braden McNary knocks it down. Cavs trying to get him involved and get him hot, but again, a minute 30 to play in this third quarter, and the Cyclones lead is at 12. Prouty reading pressure now, will dribble to the right, gets it across the timeline, comes back through, drives, dishes to Nelson left side, now to Jenkins at the free throw line, back to the basket, 10 feet out. He'll kick it out front for Dylan Miles. Back out on the perimeter, Clark Willow Lake. They've got the lead. They can afford to be patient. Prouty will dribble it back out near the center circle and just reset the offense. Left side is Cody Nelson. Now top of the key, Huber. He'll work it right side to Miles. Back on top it comes to Prouty. Three ball on the way, up and in. Wow. They are on fire. The Cyclones have missed one shot in this third quarter, have been dropped down 4 threes, and they're pulling away here 41-26. Left side is Lorenz. He'll get it to Greg Zenz on the wing. Zenz will drive and now leaves it back off to Lorenz left side. Lorenz hands it off to McNary. Good pressure by Clark Willow Lake as McNary brings it free throw line, backs it off to Zenz. Now left side to Spencer Schaefbauer on the perimeter. Schaefbauer gives it to McNary, and a charging foul is going to be called as McNary takes it in. A good sell job there by by Cody Nelson, but the arm might have come up with Spencer Schaefbauer, and Braden McNary will sit. Ball up the floor goes to Cooper Hartley back in the game. He'll give it off to Braxton Hartley out front with 20 seconds to go. Cyclones will hold for one here. The Cyclones put it in the hands of Prouty with 13 seconds to go. Now back to Braxton Hartley at the center circle with 10. He'll dribble down left wing, out beyond the three-point line. Gives it to Jenkins at the free throw line. Jenkins will take it down in. Tough shot. Ball knocked around, and Andera will take it away off the miss by Jenkins. Roncalli makes 5, including a pair of threes, but Clark Willow Lake makes 6, including 4 three-point shots. 41-26. Cyclones by 15 as we start the fourth quarter. Clark with the basketball. Cooper Hartley over on the right wing, guarded hard, will put the dribble down, and a hand check foul is going to get called on Zach Shea. So Roncalli has their original 5 starters out on the floor. Braxton Hartley inbounds to Mitch Prouty over on the right side. He'll get it down right corner to Jenkins, guarded by Lorenz in the corner. Cavs straight up man defense. Jenkins will go up and over Lucas Lorenz for his first points of the second half. 17 in the ball game now for Jenkins. 44-26. Cyclones lead it by 18, their biggest margin of the night. Down low is Andera on the block, and nowhere to go. And he got the ball, dribbled it, picked it up, looked, put the ball back down, gets called for the double dribble. And Roncalli, again, just really frustrated and out of sorts here tonight. Give credit to Clark Willow Lake. They have taken away everything Roncalli wants to do. Left side, the Cyclones work it to Jenkins in the corner. He'll work it down low to Rory Forrest deep in the paint. He'll put a hook shot up and in. Forrest has 8 tonight, and it's a 45-26 lead. Now 19, the biggest of the game for Clark Willow Lake. Left side is Holzer on the perimeter. Gets it free throw line to Lorenz, underneath to Andera. Triple teamed in the block. He'll kick it back out. Nowhere to go with it. Now Holzer will take it in. Strong shot up, no good, but a blocking foul will be called. Holzer will go to the line. Not many free throws in this game for either team. Both teams have only shot 4 foul shots tonight. Holzer, with his first one here, is up and good. That's the first foul shot of the second half for either team. 45-27, all Clark Willow Lake here tonight. A fast-moving ball game, and again, the Cyclones have been in control since about 4 minutes in. Second free throw up and good. Holzer has 4. Cavaliers will throw some full court pressure out and try to make a little run here with just under 7 minutes to go. Pass up the floor. Cooper Hartley will take it all the way into the basket and up and in. Boy, they got numbers, threw it over the top. It was 2-on-1, and Hartley just takes it all the way to the rack and puts it up and good. McNary out front for Roncalli will give it right side to Zach Schaefbauer. Schaefbauer one dribble, picks it up. Now in trouble, we'll get it to Lorenz in the right corner. He'll dribble back along the arc. Lorenz looking, cross courts it to Schaefbauer, brings it free throw line, leaves it back off. 17-footer from out front for Lorenz is no good. And a foul called on the rebound against Zach Schaefbauer, trying to, in the body language here for this Roncalli team, just really, really frustrated here tonight. Full court pressure. Again, the Cyclones will try to break it down with a pass, get her done as they get it across the timeline to Rory Forrest. Now he'll leave the ball off to Prouty. Works it right side to Cooper Hartley to Forrest. Now left side to Braxton Hartley. Out top, Prouty, a long three from out front is short off the front rim. Rebound pulled down by Schaefbauer. They get it to McNary, and back comes Roncalli. McNary will swing it left side to Andera over on the perimeter. Looking at cutters, no movement there. Now Andera takes it down baseline, nothing there, has to kick it on the wing. McNary back to the basket, nearly traveled, gets rid of it to Andera. He'll take it in strong. Shot is up and good, and I think it should count as Andera's point play. Hartley will sit down with his fourth foul, and Dylan Miles will check in for Clark Willow Lake. Andera 4 points tonight. First free throw for him in the ball game is in and out. Rims around and falls in good. So Zach has 5. 47-31, Clark Willow Lake in control. Prouty in the backcourt will get it to Braxton Hartley again against his full court Roncalli pressure. Ball is up, and a nice attempt by Roncalli as Schaefbauer goes for the steal, and the whistle blows as Schaef got there, and they call a 10-second turnover against Clark Willow Lake. And so the Roncalli pressure for one of the few times tonight works. And the Cavaliers get the ball back at midcourt. Inbounds pass to McNary, right side to Schaefbauer on the wing. Now out top it comes to Andera. Back to McNary on the right side to Schaefbauer out front. The Cyclones felt a three coming, got through the screen and got there to defend it. Now McNary will drive in the lane. Shot turnaround from 10 is up and off the glass too hard. Tyson Jenkins, the rebound, will bring it back the other way with the dribble. Gets it across the timeline to Rory Forrest. He'll back it off to Mitch Prouty out front. Prouty gets it right to Dylan Miles. Now down inside, they try to work it to Forrest, and Andera steps in front and will knock the ball away. Cavs back the other way. Left side is Schaefbauer, gets it to Lorenz near the left baseline. Out top, three on the way from Andera is up and off the front iron, no good. Cavaliers casting up threes, hoping to hit a home run here, and now a rebound by Clark Willow Lake, and Prouty in some trouble. Hartley will get it between the circles to Forrest. Now over on the right side to Dylan Miles. Miles to Hartley at the top of the key. Left side is Braxton Hartley. He'll dribble along the arc, guarded hard. Cavaliers really turning up the pressure here, not ready to throw in the towel, but Clark Willow Lake doing a good job just taking time off the clock and working their offense, looking for a good shot. Here's the pass left side for Braxton Hartley, and going after the basketball was Rory Forrest and Noah Huber and Cody Nelson for Clark Willow Lake. Braden McNary brings the ball across the timeline, takes it all the way to the hole, lays it up and in from the right side. McNary, a strong attacking move to the basket. Hartley now will dribble in the backcourt. Excuse me, that is Prouty, and he will try to get it up the floor, and it's stolen away by Schaefbauer, who lays it up and in. So two quick turnovers, and Roncalli has closed the gap to 12 into play. Cavaliers are really aggressive, and Clark Willow Lake needs to try to take advantage of that. Inbounds pass in the backcourt. Braxton Hartley will bring it across the timeline over on the right side. Roncalli trying to double team him. He'll pass out of it to Noah Huber. Now they'll get it to Mitch Prouty out front, and the Cavaliers really chasing the ball hard. Prouty with the ball over on the right side. Backs it up with the dribble. We'll get it to Braxton Hartley. Now left side to Cody Nelson. Nelson will bring it out on the center circle. Uses up his dribble. Cavs triple teaming. That leaves somebody open somewhere, and here's Huber to the basket. And the blocking foul is going to get called underneath against Andera. The Cavalier fans wanted a charging foul called as Huber. Fourth team foul. Clark Willow Lake will inbound under their own basket. Braxton Hartley gets it in play to Mitch Prouty, right wing. Gets a screen out front, brings it top of the key. Now we'll give it off to Nelson. The Cyclones dribbling around will get it into the hands of Tyson Jenkins. Jenkins will turn to the basket. Now we'll find Prouty cutting through, and the shot is up and no good, and they're going to call Andera with another foul on Prouty as he went up. Willow Lake will inbound underneath. Pass will come to Prouty. Again on the right wing. He'll bring it all the way out front. McNary trying to reach in and pop it away. Didn't get a whistle called as the Cavaliers trying to commit that foul, and Willow Lake will go to the line. Braxton Hartley will inbound to Jenkins, guarded by Lorenz, and Now the Cavaliers trying to swarm the basketball. Prouty, right side, will dribble it all the way down, and now a foul is going to get called, and Mitch Prouty will go to the line. Cooper Hartley. Mitch Prouty at the line, front end of the 1-and-1 on the way is up and good. Clark Willow Lake, that Prouty gets that front end to fall. Bonus shot on the way now is on the way, up and good. So he gets them both. 49-35 Cyclones with 2.5 minutes to play. Across the timeline is McNary. He'll take it all the way to the hole and high off the glass. Shot up and in. McNary attacks the basket. He's got 13 tonight to lead the way for Roncalli. Braxton Hartley in the backcourt, directing traffic with Prouty, trying to work it past the pressure. High lob pass up to Hartley now across the timeline. Prouty will get it there with the dribble. Trying to cover up, and a timeout called in front of the Clark bench here with 2:05 to go. So they'll inbound on their offensive end. Braxton Hartley will put the ball in play in the backcourt to Dylan Miles. Zach Andera will come out and will work him over, and again the Cavaliers will really try to force a turnover out front. McNary nearly steals the ball away from Prouty. Now Prouty will get it back across the line, and we'll get it over to Cooper Hartley. Cavs double teaming out front, leaving somebody open somewhere on the floor, and now trying to work through the triple team. Cooper Hartley will be fouled as a Cav game here on the Roncalli floor with 5 points. And Cooper Hartley at the free throw line. Front end of the 1-and-1 is up and no good. Lucas Lorenz, the rebound, will leave it off to Braden McNary, down 12. Cavs back the other way. McNary will drive and dish right corner to Schaefbauer. The Cavs give it right back to McNary. Long three on the way, no good. And the rebound grab by Braxton Hartley for Clark Willow Lake. He'll get it to Prouty, who brings it across the timeline, and Holmstrom running with him. Reaches in and knocks the ball away, but Holmstrom's going to get called free throw line with 1-and-1. Final 1-and-1s here for Clark Willow Lake as they'll go to the double bonus on the next Roncalli foul. Free throw here is up and good. Prouty 3 of 3 from the line in the fourth quarter, 9 in the ball game. And it's 50-37. And one more to go, and again, Clark Willow Lake academic here. Double-digit lead, just make your free throws, and you're taking care of business, and Prouty does just that as he hits both ends of the 1-and-1. McNary now back the other way with 1:25 to go. Across the timeline, McNary will penetrate in, puts up the little 5-foot runner, rims in and out, no good. Rebound grab by Clark Willow Lake up the floor to Jenkins. He'll bring it down, and now the Cyclones will throw it away. Cooper Hartley tried to get it to Prouty and sails it past him out of bounds. So Roncalli will get a break there. We'll get the ball back, but down 14 with 1:11 to go. They need a miracle of epic proportions here to get back in here. McNary will pick the ball up a quarter of the way down the court. Now gives it to Schaefbauer. Here's a long three up and halfway down and rams out, no good. And a foul on the rebound, not yet in 1-and-1, and now Lorenz, boy, wide open to the basket, gets a beautiful feed from Holmstrom off the inbound pass and put it off the glass too hard. At the other end, here is Jenkins missing a point-blank range layup. McNary the rebound, now back the other way as they beat the pressure back. McNary now behind the back dribble as he takes it to the basket and lays it up and good, cutting the gap to 12. 42 seconds to play. Prouty will get it to Jenkins, and the ball knocked away by Schaefbauer, but Schaefbauer is going to get called for their up 12. Jenkins will go to the line with 2. And Clark Willow Lake, again, just pulled away midway through the first quarter. Never looked back. Roncalli's poor start tonight really hurt them. Shot just 10% in that first quarter, just 25% in the first half, and the damage was done. Second free throw for Jenkins is good. He gets them both. Jenkins with 19 tonight. And now here's a steal on the inbound. Roncalli just let it trickle through the hands, and Clark Willow Lake now will pull the ball out on the perimeter. Mitch Prouty over on the right side. Cavaliers are not going to foul here, I don't believe. Prouty will give the ball back off to Dylan Miles, and you can hear the Clark fans here very happy with 20 seconds to go. The Cyclones are going to win the outright Northeast Conference title here this year, and a win against the closest contender on the Roncalli's home floor to wrap it up. And so a great regular season for a Clark Willow Lake team that is going to be really, really good for years to come. The Cyclones really dominate this ball game here tonight, and you're tough, and they're a tough team to come back on.
Yeah, I think it was evident tonight. Without any post play.
Yeah.
And they knew every special we were going to run, so we couldn't run any specials. They had us. They were beating us to our spots, and I think we talked about that in the pregame. So, that's why we run specials, because we don't have a a post presence, and we got to get our easy touches some way. And it's just hard to do that. When they needed a basket, they put Jenkins down there and they threw it to him. And we don't have that. We've always had that in the past, whether it be Nick Ochsner or Dom or Ross, but we don't have that this year, so that's on us to figure out as coaches, to figure out how we're going to get that easy basket. And I'll take the blame for that. And we just had to work too hard to get points compared to them. And it was 14 points, and it really wasn't that close, I didn't think. We really just kind of got it taken to us. So not a lot of, I don't know if there was a highlight in the whole thing other than the band was good tonight.
Well, and again, Clark just presents so many matchup problems, They shot the ball well over the top of that zone defense. I know you had to come out of that. They were knocking down those shots in the third quarter, and it's just what do you do? Pick your poison. Yeah,
it seems like everybody shoots well here. I think people like shooting here. Everybody but us. And we have to shoot well. I mean, we have to shoot well because, again, we don't have that outlet. And I thought in the first half we looked like the Globetrotters running the Wallace Weave out there. Everybody's running around the three-point line, handing it off. In the first half we shot 12 threes and 5 twos. And then on the other side, they had 3 points on free throws and 22
in the paint
and 0 threes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when those threes are going in, you look really good. When they're not going in,
it's a long night.
Then you lose by 14.
Yeah.
And I thought we did okay defensively, but we couldn't get easy baskets, and we've got to be able to get easy baskets, and I don't know how you do that, when we're, we've got to get something figured out as coaches, and we got to come back to work, and the deal is we've got Monday, we got another basketball game, and we got to be ready to go for Monday.
Well, and that's the name of the game, I guess. You guys get together this weekend at all, or?
Well, our JV guys go tomorrow to Clark Willow Lake for a JV tournament, so they'll be gone, so we won't get back together, and we'll just go play Monday. And I think we probably saved enough, so we should be okay to play on Monday. And I guess a little bit frustrating. You saw how hard we played in the fourth quarter, and we got to get them to buy in. We got to play that hard. When we're our size, we got to play that hard from the start. And sometimes kids maybe start to think that we're a little better than we are, and forgot what's gotten us here. What's gotten us here is on the defensive end.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not gonna dazzle anybody with offensive stuff. Our offense comes off our defense, and we did that, but it was too late. And you got to give a lot of credit to Clark. What a good basketball team they are, and they'll that'll be a good region down there to see who gets in between that group down there. But tip your hats to Clark, and we got beat by a team that's better than us, and go back, lick our wounds, and get better.
You bet. Well, Coach, we'll see you Monday in Redfield, and get ready for the postseason after that.
That's right. All right. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you. Todd Neuendorf, head coach of the Cavaliers. Again, Clark Willow Lake wins it here tonight by a final of 50.